Welcome, strugglers, to another episode of Looking Back at Berserk, the 1997 anime. Today we'll be discussing episode 5, A Wind of Swords. Let's first do a recap, and then we'll discuss the episode. The episode opens up with the Void's monologue, per usual. Then we get the final scene of last week's episode, Guts killing the soldiers and Griffith leading the Band of the Hawk into battle, rolling into the opening theme. Out of the opening theme, we see the Band of the Hawk annihilating the enemy. This causes the enemy to retreat. Griffith gives Guts a thumbs up. Casca watches closely. The Band of the Hawk returns to base camp. Gaston and the rest of the raiders praise their captain Guts. Casca comes over and tells Guts, "Congratulations," and tells Guts they need to talk. Casca scolds Guts for acting alone, ruining their battle plan. Guts apologizes, but Casca says he hasn't changed. She calls him a mad dog. Guts gets very upset at this. Griffith steps in and asks to speak to Guts alone. While Casca is walking away, Corcus runs his mouth, telling her that Guts is Griffith's favorite. Casca trips him and puts him in his place once again. Griffith and Guts talk. Guts says that he does care about his men. He has changed. Griffith recalls their duel, talking about how it was the most memorable of his life. Guts apologizes to Griffith, but Griffith says he planned on Guts acting the way he did. Griffith is knighted, and the nobles are aghast in horror. The members of the Band of the Hawk watch the ceremony. Casca has to, once again, put Corcus in his place when he's running his mouth, saying that their behavior now reflects upon Griffith. Guts isn't there, though. He's training. He sits under a tree looking at his sword. The Band of the Hawk plan their attack on the enemy supply base. Griffith says they're going to attack from the front. Corcus runs his mouth about how Guts is going to get all the glory. Casca puts him in his place. Yet again, it is quite funny taking notes for this series and seeing how much Casca has to put Corcus in his place. I don't get tired of it, though. Casca tells Guts he needs to follow orders. Griffith tells Casca he's counting on her. We're introduced to Suradon, the leader of the Blue Whale Knights. He complains about having to guard the supply base. The Band of the Hawk start their raid. Suradon sees Guts fighting and runs away. Guts warns Griffith that it's a trap after seeing smoke coming out from the roofs of the various huts. They retreat. Suradon laughs as the base explodes. Guts is praised for saving everyone. Guts and Casca talk. Casca says she didn't understand his actions in the moment, but admits she was wrong. She tells Guts thanks. Griffith watches their interaction. Adon reports to the General Bascon. He says that he destroyed them. Bascon tells him that they're alive and they occupy the base. Bascon gives this news to the governor. Very, very creepy guy. The governor thinks about the Band of the Hawk and their leader. The King of Midland tells the other nobles that the Band of the Hawk will lead the next castle siege. Julius, the king's brother, is very upset at this news. We see the Band of the Hawk beginning their siege on the castle. The episode ends. So this episode is really about the Band of the Hawk building up their reputation. You see how effective they are in battle, how they're becoming essential to the Midland Army, and you see the reaction to that, how everyone dislikes Griffith being knighted, how upset Julius is when the Midland King picks the Band of the Hawk to raid the next castle. This is all very important. You're getting a little taste of the politics that Griffith is going to have to navigate in the coming episodes. You get some great interactions between Guts, Casca, and Griffith, building up those relationships. You also get introduced to characters like Suradon, Bascon, and the governor, all important characters. This isn't the most exciting episode, but everything that happens here is important for what's to come. Now, next episode is going to be a good one, and I know you all know why. We get introduced to Zod. I can't wait to talk about it. Please subscribe, comment, like, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all next time.